Hey guys, welcome back to Smith RC Studios. My name is Lewis Smith. Happy Sunday. Thanks for tuning in again. As you can see here, I am in my home office here. Just next door to here is my my garage studio where I normally do my videos. It's just way too damn hot. Here where I live in Houston, it's like 101 degrees. It feels like 110 or 115. And so the heat gets trapped in there. It's very humid, so it's impossible for me to do any wrenching or any working on RCs or videos or anything in there. So I brought it all in here. As you can see, here's the MCD Xs5. This video we're just gonna install some electronics on there, and I'll show you guys the body, the paint job, what I did, how it turned out, and we'll do the engine next video. At least I don't have to be inside the garage and sweating, so it's nice and cool here in my house. So let's go ahead and get into it. So there it is, the MCD Xs5. That's the paint job. It turned out very nice for being my first time doing it. So I'll start from the back. You can see here I already put my license plate. You guys know how I like putting my California license plates on there. I like the black. SRC, it's a Smith RC Studios. Then we have one of my son's birthday. So, and again, this is sort of like my wife's car, tribute to my wife. That's the paint that I chose, or she chose, lavender. We wanted to look kind of like a supercar, kind of like maybe McLaren or Zonda. So that's the kind of paint job we went for. So yeah, there it is. There's the wing. Let's move over to the front. You guys can see that. There you go. Again, this is my first time painting a body like this, so in my mind it came out just fine. If you look closer, for those pros out there, there is minor imperfections on the line. It's not fully straight, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me. It's fine. So there you go. Okay, let's take the body off real quick. Show you guys a little bit closer. So I was able to get the white, a layer, maybe 3 layers, I think it was, 3 coats of white. Yes, I was saying, just a closer look. You guys can see the body there. Not that bad. So as I mentioned, I did about 2-3 coats. I think it was 3 coats of white in the back. Good thing about on-road is that you won't flip it as often as an off-road car. So that body, obviously, I don't want to scratch it. So let's dig in. Let's get inside the car. Okay, so we're gonna need to run, well, I'm gonna be running a 5-channel receiver. This is the SR15 Surface receiver from Spectrum. Reason why I'm running the 5 channels is because I'm running a whole bunch of servos. As I mentioned in other videos last week and the week before, is that I'm gonna need basically 1 servo for the rear brakes, 1 servo for the front brakes, 1 servo for the throttle, and a 4th one for the steering. So so my buddy Robert at Blue Groove Model Sports had sent me these, loaned me these for now. Nice guy, he just wants to see me run the car. So once I get my servos, we'll change these out, but I wouldn't mind having these. These are nice, very nice servos here. Never seen these by Power HD. So we're gonna try them out. We're gonna see how it works out. So these are smaller servos than the ones I normally use on off-road vehicles, like my Losi or even the MCD. For steering, I'm gonna use the high-tech. So I'm gonna use high-tech quarter scale servo for the front, the steering. And everything else I'll be using these. So I may have an extra one that I won't be using. So let's go ahead and install these. You guys seen this already. One thing here that I'm definitely gonna do is, before I install any servos, is I'm taking this brake linkage off, completely off. It's not needed here in this car. It's not needed, as you guys already know. As I mentioned, it's got the hydraulic brakes on the front, which is controlled over here, and again the hydraulic brakes in the back. So this essentially is useless. And also, when I was at the track, off-road track with my MCD RR5, I basically lost this whole thing came off. I didn't, you know, I didn't Loctite it, and I lost brakes when I was on the track. So this will be going straight, and it's brand new, brand spanking new. It never been used obviously because this has just been unboxed a couple weeks ago. So this is gonna go straight into the MCD RR5. This brake linkage, we don't need it. Softly take this off. All right, next one, nice and gentle. So this here is the brake link for the, you know, just your regular brake system on any fifth scale, including the RR5, which this will go straight in there. So yeah, notice MCD uses Phillips for some stuff, and then your normal hex for other stuff. But it makes it easy because, like for example, the servo tray or electronic tray, when you flip the car over, it's all Phillips, so it's kind of easier to tell which ones to take off versus, you know, trying to figure it out. And so that makes it easier. So I'm going to put a Phillips on here, flip the car around. The electronic tray is all just the Phillips here. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just 6. Okay, so the tray came off, but I'm not gonna take the whole tray off because of the lines, the hydraulic lines that feed the brakes. I didn't install this. It was Maher over at Cardinal Racing in Canada, and it looks pretty complicated. I don't want to mess with it. He already has it set up perfect, so I don't want to, you know, unplug the hose. So I'm just gonna work like this. I'm gonna just work kind of like this. So let's get another one in there. I'm not screwing anything in yet because I am not really sure of the orientation, you know, which direction it should be facing. All right. Okay, so here's a top view. I purposely did not screw anything in yet because I am not quite sure. This is a very interesting design. I've never had more than like 2 servos on a fifth scale. So I want to show you guys the top view here of the car, right? So obviously I need to get that engaged. That's one of the brakes, and then that's the other brake over here. And so I'm assuming here, this one here, I'm gonna have a servo horn going up this way. Okay, going up this way, and that it'll engage this guy here, right? So it'll pull that brake. Similarly, okay, so this one's elevated, this one's a little lower. So this one here will also have a horn that will engage the brake here. So this one will engage this brake here. Yeah, but you can see here, obviously this is the throttle arm here, and the linkage connects here to the engine, and then this to the servo, this elevated servo here. So once I attach it, screw it down, I will put the arm and this attach here, like so that's when I hit the trigger, it'll engage the linkage and open the carburetor. And of course we also need the steering servo, which it goes up here for this push-pull setup here. I would be using a high-tech servo. So these are not this one here, but it's coming in the mail. But they're a lot bigger, you can see, compared to these smaller ones over here. So I'm going to use the blue high-tech up here for steering, right in there. So other than that, that's it, guys. I don't want to make this video longer than what it should be. All right. So yeah. So like I said, a lot of this I'm going to figure out off camera. I'm going to keep this video pretty short. I still have another servo, the high-tech, coming in the mail, so as soon as that arrives, I will install that as well, and then, of course, the receiver. So yeah, I gotta fiddle around, mess with this a little bit off camera. I'll get it installed. You guys won't see any of that. You'll see the finished product. You'll see how I have it figured out, all the linkages and stuff like that. But stay tuned, because next video I will be installing the engine and breaking it in. Hopefully we can get this on the road a couple weeks. Let's say maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks max. I have other commitments as far as Smith RC Studios is concerned for different projects that I'm doing. So I can't work on this every single week, although I'm trying to. But yeah, I'm shooting for maybe 2-3 weeks on the road. And I want to like drive it around here. I'll probably be driving up north to Dallas and looking for tracks up there. But definitely doing bashing around here, because this pipe here is not that loud, so I can definitely run it here. And I want to see that 2-speed on there work, and the hydraulic brakes. So anyway, please stay tuned. More videos, engines coming on this pretty soon. I'm going to be running a Bartolone 34 Reed on this car here. I think you guys already seen it in previous videos. And also we're going back to the track, do some off-road activity in the coming weeks. So stay tuned. Smith RC Studios out.